Hey there, Molly. Yeah,
hello, my friend. Busy day in the newsroom for you, huh?
Very busy day in the weather center.
Yes,
See,
in the weather
it's
center.
The weather center. It's a little different than the newsroom.
Yeah, at this point, the root of all evil,
yeah,
the weather center.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about with this storm, so let's jump on into it. Here's your weather headlines. Today, well, I hope you're outside enjoying the weather on your holiday. Molly and I, we're stuck in here, but today is the last day that we're going to see above freezing temperatures for a week. Wait till you see the 7-day forecast. Then we've got cold temperatures. That starts overnight tonight, setting the stage for a significant snowstorm Tuesday night into Wednesday. We'll talk about accumulations in just a second. And then, as I mentioned, after that, it is a very cold week ahead. So let's jump right into it here. Just a few clouds outside right now. You can see indicated by the thicker or the brighter white shades. That indicates the thicker cloud coverage. As we zoom out and take a wider shot here of the Northeast, you can see some snow showers throughout central and western portions of New York. Back off towards the west, though, across the upper Great Lakes. This is the system that we're worried about, okay? This system will be diving down towards the south off the Carolina coast and picking up a tremendous amount of moisture and energy from the Atlantic Ocean. And let's see those snow totals. What we're thinking right now is about 6 to 10 inches for the New York City metro area. As you head north, 3 to 6. Further out towards the east end of Long Island, though, they could be seeing a foot of snow. Now, I want to stress to everyone this storm kind of came all of a sudden, so it could change in the next 24 hours. Stay with News 12 for the latest on this. These numbers could change, but right now we are thinking 6 to 10 inches. And then, as I mentioned, behind this system, very, very cold air. The polar vortex returns, and our daytime highs don't even make it out of the low 20s and teens right through the weekend.
Oh,
so bundle up, get those heavy coats out again. It is going to be a very cold week ahead.
Quick shout out to Laura, Maggie, and Michelle. They're watching us online right now.
Well, hello to you guys.
News12.com. So
hopefully they're getting ready for the storm as well.
Oh yeah, I hope so. They're at a store, so
yeah,
I hope they shovel themselves out.
The bread and milk, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Patrick joining us now, and how far do we have to go for when spring officially starts?
About 16, 17 days.
Oh, okay.
March 20th.
All right, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we've crossed the threshold of meteorological spring, but we need to get to astronomical spring. Of course, meteorological spring being the first day of the month that the astronomical season falls in, so March 1st was that first day. Hey, either way...
Just as long as it heats up, Patrick.
Right.
That's all we want, okay? Let's get the temperatures up there.
Either way, we do have warm weather coming up in this 7-day forecast, and it's going to last, I think, for a few days at least, into the start of next week. Right now, though, certainly doesn't feel that way. Temperatures in the teens and 20s, and the winds not really making it feel much better either out of the north-northeast at about 5 to 10 miles an hour. It doesn't take much wind at these temperatures to make it feel that much colder. Not a whole lot going on outside. Any clouds that we had earlier on have since moved off towards the south and east, and this is all setting the stage for a very cold night. Clear skies, light winds, and low humidity. That temperature is going to fall right through the floor. As we zoom out and take a look at the wider shot, you can see our storm system from this morning having moved off the coast. Another quick clipper system coming through here. This will evaporate before it gets to us. So let's talk about the real story here, and that's the pattern change. Some warmer temperatures. Right now, we're under a dome of cold air. The jet stream here, again, the river of air that flows aloft. It separates the colder air from wherever the warmer air would be. Well, it's been in this trough shape over the last few months, but now it's finally going to start to break down as we head into March. The sun is stronger, it heats up the ground better, and so you'll start to see some changes by the middle to the end of the week. See, the green shading there starts to creep up the coast while the rest of the Northeast stays in the blue. As we fast forward this another 2 days, you could see we really start to see that warmth move in, and then by the beginning of next week, we could see temperatures at or above average. This time of year, we should be in the upper 40s. We could see readings around there to maybe even the lower 50s sometime next week. Here's the next 7 days. You see that steady trend upward with the temperatures. A little unsettled, though, for the first half of the weekend, but then we dry out by Sunday. Kevin?
All right, Patrick joining us now, talking about some esoteric things here, but I want to get to the storm. To the storm, baby. Now, this thing is still far away, but it's got 2 tracks to it, as
That's
you
right,
say.
it does, and I'm glad you pointed that out. A lot of people, especially on social media, putting out snowfall totals already. Now, I really want to urge everyone not to follow stuff like that.
Weather people don't like that.
No, they don't, unless it's from a verified source, like someone here at News 12 or the National Weather Service. Beware of early snowfall totals because a lot can change between now and then. But folks, right now the radar and satellite image is quiet, and it's going to stay that way at least for the next few days as we're into a quiet pattern here. Now, don't let that fool you. It's still going to be pretty darn cold out there, but overall, the clouds and the snow showers that we saw today should be the last of it, at least for the next few days. We could see some clouds during the afternoon tomorrow as a similar setup from today, but I think we're going to be scot-free with the snow showers. Back off towards the west, though. This is our next weather maker. Still over the Pacific Ocean. Look at this huge swirl with it. This amount of energy shoots across the country. And it's going to be a big headache for us coming into the start of next work week. So let's break it down for you right now. As Kevin was mentioning, we've got two possible tracks to the storm system. The first takes it across the Tennessee River Valley, off the coast of Virginia, North Carolina, and then up the mid-Atlantic and northeastern seaboard. What does that mean for us? Significant snowfall being defined as an accumulation at or greater than 6 inches. The second track slides it just a few hundred miles to the north. Not a huge change, but it can make a huge difference in the snowfall forecast if it were to come up, again, maybe 250 to 300 miles. You could see the significant snowfall just to the north of the city. It's something we need to watch very closely. Right now, cold, sunny, and breezy conditions lasting right through the first half of the weekend with high pressure in control, and then everything changes. The high pressure gets out of here, and that low from the Pacific Ocean moves into our neck of the woods. And this line right here is going to be very important, folks. If it's far to the north, we get rain and sleet. If it's to the south, we end up with significant snowfall. Here's the next 7 days. Very cold after that storm, regardless of what happens. Temperatures barely make it above freezing until the end of next week, so any snow we get Monday will stick around.
Time now for our weather on the T's with Patrick Kavlin. Now, Patrick, I've heard a lot of getting low. We're going to talk about getting low in the newsroom. No, not the dance. I knew you were going to go for that. I'm talking about the temperatures.
Oh, right, of
you
course.
You like that, don't you?
What was I thinking?
I don't even know, weatherman.
Temperatures will be getting low in the next few hours, really, as you're waking up, bringing the kids to the bus stop this morning. 31 degrees, a few snow flurries out there. But as they're coming home from school, look, temperatures are just a few degrees cooler. Yeah, that's going to be the trend over the next few hours and the next day as we really see the temperatures fall through the floor. Let's take a look at currently the radar image right now. You can see one part of our nor'easter and the second part of our nor'easter starting to fill in the gap here also. And the faster that fills in, the more snow we could be seeing here. As we zoom into the area, you can see a lot of cloud coverage right now indicated by the gray shades. Some lighter snow showers did go through the area this morning, and you might see another one or two before lunchtime. But for the most part, we're going to remain dry until the onset of the storm later on this evening. Futurecast plans this out for us. You can see that one area of low pressure over the Ohio River Valley, the second one down here over the southeastern United States. This tracks up the coast and becomes the primary storm, feeding off the energy from this Clipper system. So as we put this into motion for you, you can see by 8 o'clock, the storm really starts to get going here. We're starting to see moderate, steady snow across the 5 boroughs. As we continue on throughout the overnight into Friday morning, you can see the rain and snow line well to the south. This will be an all-snow event. In fact, bitterly cold air comes filtering in behind this, and windy conditions. We could see whiteout conditions for the morning commute tomorrow. Definitely want to take your time on the roads if you have work or school or any travel plans whatsoever for tomorrow. 5 to 8 inches plus, not out of the question right now. That's what it's looking like by Friday morning. We'll have more on that, but right now, traffic with Ian Stark.
Full forecast. Patrick's here with the weather on the Tubes. Hello there, Pat.
It's definitely starting to feel like fall out there, isn't it?
It is. And what did I say this morning? I made a little announcement to the newsroom. How many days? What do we have going on?
You didn't. Hold on a second. We were talking about Christmas, okay? While we were getting our usual hot cider or whatever.
Right.
And I said to you after seeing the hot chocolate ad, how many days till Christmas?
And you said 71.
71. That's right.
And then I just announced it to the newsroom.
Oh, that's right. She comes back and says 71 days till Christmas.
I can't believe it. Shopping has already begun.
So start shopping. I've already seen advertisements on TV for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited.
I went to a store the other day. Trees were up. Like, what is this?
I know. I can't believe it. Hey, what do you like to do on cool rainy days? I asked this before. We had a few answers. One woman here says that as an artist, it's days like this that has me most productive. That's interesting, and I guess it makes sense. You don't want to really go outside on a day like today, so leave your comments there and we'll air them on later. All right, satellite radar image right now, a few clouds showing up here, but the first round of rain has since moved off towards the north. We do have this nice long break here, and it's going to be hanging with us for the next several hours. However, of course, once we head into the evening commute, that's when stuff gets nasty. We have two systems here. We got high pressure and low pressure here. Their winds, high pressure has clockwise, low pressure has counterclockwise, and when these meet, we have an enhanced flow over the area, so lots of wind to deal with over the next few days. How much rain are we going to be seeing? Futurecast points it out for us. We've got a few inches here by daybreak tomorrow. We're looking maybe at 2 to 3 inches of rain. So for today, mostly cloudy with showers, cool temperatures. Here's that 7-day forecast. We're looking at unsettled weather right through the first half of the weekend. We'll be back after this.